This is an unbelievable turnout. I mean, the true support in which y'all give us is unbelievable. Like I say, this is one of the most electrifying crowds and places to play knowledge college football. I think it's one of the most different places to play. You have so many traditions here that are different than everywhere in the country. It makes it very unique to play here. And I can't thank our fans enough. It's been tremendous, the support you've given us, everything that you've done for us. And today, just another sign of how much you love these young men. And to me, that's what it's all about here, to celebrate what these guys have done and what they've actually accomplished. Before we go any further, I want to say a special thank you to our administration, to our president, Dr. Barron, to Sam Wilcox. Understand something. We can't be who we are without their support and their vision to allow us to have the things and the tools to allow these guys to develop in the program so you can be proud of it. The support has been unbelievable. To the fans, I say you're second to none. When that chant got going out there in Pasadena, when he gets going in this stadium, there's nothing like it in all of college football. I can't thank you enough. You're very unique. I'd like to say a special thank you to the Seminole Tribe for the support in which they give us all the time. I mean, to be able to still be called Seminoles and for them to stand up for us and allow us to keep that name, that's unbelievable. We appreciate that honor. We'll never disrespect that, I promise you. To our boosters, to our individual boosters, the people who allow us to send in the dollars and the support in which you bring when you come to the game. Because understand something, to be able to develop, I talk about it all the time, you have recruiting, player development, and coaching, the 3 seasons. But the player development that goes on from January to August, without your support, without your money, without the facilities, and all the help for these guys, not just off the field, in the classroom, and then what you allow us to have to be able to develop physically, I can't thank you enough. Your support is the key to our success and how we have to go in the future. There's no doubt about that. But I would like to say a special thank you. I'm going to get to our team in a minute. This senior class, I want to say an unbelievable special thank you. When you had the faith in us and our coaching staff 4 years ago to buy into what we were trying to tell you, when we didn't have much to sell, we were 7-6, and we were telling you and asking you to come here to help be a part of something, to build something, and to have the trust and the belief in us. As you guys say, you're fortunate to be on this team. I'm fortunate to be your coach. The support in which you give us, the belief and the leadership and the legacy in which you have left at Florida State. The legacy, we talk about that all the time. Your legacy, how you remember, you control that. By the decisions you make, the actions you have, how hard you work, and how you believe in something. It's unbelievable. This senior class was something special, folks. I mean, think about where it came from 4 years ago to now. Because not everybody's here. There's some guys out training, some special guys. I would like Marcus Joyner, Kelvin, and Brian Stewart. I know 3 guys that weren't able to come because they're training and just couldn't get back. But the other guys, Christian Jones, and all the other guys, and the young guys and juniors that came out this year to support Timmy Jernigan, KB, all the other guys that just came out, Kenny Shaw. I mean, the guys, you guys just have done it. The leadership in which you brought here, it's unbelievable. Jacoby McDaniel, coming back from all the injuries in which you have. I see you standing, the memories in which I see you. I mean, this senior class, folks, will be remembered to me as one of the great senior classes in all of Florida State history. And then to be able to coach these players. I've never been around a more selfless group of players. We have a saying around here, play don't care who makes it. And they didn't care who made it, just so somebody made it. If it was somebody at their position they were competing with, they were as happy on the sidelines. They knew they were going to get their opportunities. It took a oneness. It was an unbelievable oneness from an organization that said, I put our team above my individual accomplishments. And then at the same time, we've got more All-Americans, we've got more award winners, we're going to have more guys drafted. The future for these guys and the legacy in which they set for these young guys, the standard in which things will be done. This new team has to develop its own identity, its own attitude, its own personality. But it will be able to reach back to this group here to see the standard, the eliteness in which it's set for the future of Florida State football. And hopefully we're not going back, because we didn't just develop the team, folks, we developed the program. We plan on being here for a long time. Specifically to this team, every time there was a doubt about this team, said, are we going to do other things? And when it started to dominate, would it get complacent? Would it get tired of being good? Would he get tired of working hard? Would he start reading the press clippings and all the things that go on? It didn't. To me, this team dominated like no other team, maybe in college football history. I mean, I don't know who the best teams are. We don't say that, and I mean not even in Florida State history. We are definitely one of the great teams in Florida State history. But to me, I think we've become one of the great teams overall because I think it dominated like no other team. It took no prisoners. It felt sorry for no one. It played. It played from start to finish. That's what we have to believe. That's why these guys will continue on to the next level. But then it questioned what we would do in a tight game. How would we react? We couldn't do it because Auburn, if it got to a tight game, Auburn would dominate because that's what they had done. Well, no one had presented that problem for us before. That's why it hadn't been done. To me, great teams aren't great all the time. This team was great. But what great teams are, they're great when they have to be. When this team's back was against the wall and it was challenged, and they could have quit and said, you know, we were dominant, we could settle for, this team wasn't willing to settle for second. It was great in that fourth quarter because no matter what they had to throw, we were going to answer. And to me, that just talks about the character and heart and the true leadership of this senior class and this whole football team and the unselfishness about it. And to me, like I say, I don't know, we're one of the great teams in Florida State history, but in my mind, we're one of the great teams in college football history. I think this team is very special. Folks, we're not done yet, I promise you. Thank you.